Have you ever woken up feeling tired even after a full night's sleep with a dull ache in your lower back or swelling around your eyes that just won't fade? Most people brush it off as aging. But what if those small discomforts were your kidneys, quietly crying for help? Every single day, these two tiny filters in your back fight an invisible war against salt, sugar, toxins, and stress, all flooding in from the food you eat and the water you drink. And here's the frightening truth: by the time you feel real pain, more than half of your kidney function could already be gone. That's how silent kidney damage truly is. It creeps in without warning, slowly poisoning your blood, raising your blood pressure, and exhausting every organ that depends on clean circulation. But there's good news, and it starts right in your kitchen. I'm Dr. Mark Ellis, and today I'll show you 3 powerful fruits backed by research, not rumor, that can help flush out toxins, calm inflammation, and restore your kidney's natural rhythm before it's too late. This isn't a quick detox fad. It's a proven way to give your body the support it's been begging for. So stay with me, because what you're about to learn could literally change how your kidneys and your energy feel for the rest of your life. You might not realize it, but one of the biggest threats to your kidneys can start from something as small as a grain of sand. That's exactly how kidney stones begin: microscopic crystals, slowly building up until they form something that can block your entire urinary tract. I once had a patient, a retired firefighter named Thomas, who came to me clutching his lower back, pale from the pain. He thought he had pulled a muscle, but when we scanned him, what we found wasn't a muscle problem. It was a tiny calcium stone lodged deep in his kidney, sharp enough to make every breath feel like a knife. What's shocking is how common this is. More than 1 in 10 adults will experience kidney stones at least once in their lifetime. And the triggers hide in plain sight: too much salt, too much animal protein, not enough water, and sugary drinks that quietly dehydrate you from the inside out. When that happens, your urine becomes concentrated, and those minerals, calcium, uric acid, oxalate, start clumping together like wet sand. Over time, they harden, scraping the delicate lining of your urinary tract and leaving behind scars that weaken the kidney's natural filters. But here's the beautiful twist: something as simple and familiar as a lemon can turn this story around. Inside every drop of lemon juice is citric acid, nature's calcium disruptor. It binds to calcium in your urine and keeps it dissolved instead of letting it crystallize into stones. Think of it as washing away sand before it ever turns to rock. In one landmark study from the University of Wisconsin, people who drank lemon water regularly cut their risk of new kidney stones by almost 40%. That's not folklore, that's science. And there's more. Lemon juice not only stops new stones from forming, it also helps your kidneys flush out uric acid, one of the main culprits behind gout and painful crystal buildup. High uric acid makes your urine more acidic, which inflames your kidney filters and slows detoxification. But citric acid reverses that imbalance, keeping the environment alkaline and the filters, called nephrons, clear and active. When those filters stay open, blood flows freely, toxins are expelled faster, and your body feels lighter, cleaner, sharper. Now, timing is everything. Drinking lemon water first thing in the morning gives your kidneys the jump start they crave after a night of filtration. Warm water works best. It relaxes the digestive tract, activates the liver, and lets the citric acid get to work immediately. I often tell my patients, think of your morning glass as a reset button for your entire detox system. It wakes the liver, clears the kidneys, and sets the tone for the whole day. For those with sensitive stomachs, especially if you have acid reflux or diabetes, don't overdo it. Start with half a lemon in a large glass of warm water, then slowly increase. You can even add a few fresh mint or parsley leaves. Both act as gentle diuretics that help your kidneys release excess salt and water. Together, they create a refreshing tonic that supports smooth urine flow and calm digestion. Over the next few weeks, most people notice small but real changes. Their urine turns clearer, swelling around the eyes fades, and their energy slowly returns. That's your kidneys breathing easier, no longer burdened by crystals or acid buildup. You're not forcing a detox, you're restoring a natural rhythm that your body was designed to follow. But here's the truth: cleansing alone isn't enough. The kidneys don't just need to stay clean, they need the fires of inflammation to cool down, or the damage will keep returning. And that's where our next fruit steps in: a tropical healer that not only soothes pain but protects the kidneys from silent scarring deep within. But just knowing this first step isn't enough because what comes next reveals an even more dangerous and surprising factor that most people completely overlook. Cleansing the kidneys is only half the battle. Once the toxins are gone, the next enemy waiting in the shadows is inflammation, the silent fire that never stops burning. This is where many people get stuck. They drink lemon water faithfully, but their kidneys still ache. Their blood pressure still climbs, their ankles still swell. That's because the microscopic tissue inside the kidneys remains irritated and inflamed. It's like putting out the smoke without cooling the coals. I'll never forget a patient named Margaret, 61 years old. She told me her mornings always started with puffy eyes and stiff fingers. She thought it was just aging, but what we found was hidden swelling around the kidneys, fluid trapped because her filters were inflamed and sluggish. Her blood was clean, but her tissues were angry. What turned things around wasn't a pill, it was pineapple. Inside every slice of pineapple lives a natural enzyme called bromelain, and it's one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds. Think of bromelain as a quiet cleanup crew that goes in after the battle, clearing away the dead cells' excess proteins and debris that keep the kidneys swollen. When inflammation eases, blood can flow again through those microscopic filters, and the kidneys finally get the oxygen they need to repair themselves. Science backs this up strongly. Research published by the National Institutes of Health found that bromelain can reduce two key inflammatory markers, C-reactive protein and interleukin-6, by up to 60%. That's not a small tweak. That's a biological reset. When those markers drop, pain subsides, filtration improves, and creatinine levels often start to decline. Another study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology showed that pineapple extract improved urine flow and lowered creatinine in lab models of kidney stress, evidence that bromelain doesn't just soothe, it helps the kidneys detoxify more efficiently. But its power doesn't stop there. Bromelain also helps prevent blood platelets from sticking together, which keeps your circulation smooth. Imagine unclogging a series of narrow pipes. Suddenly everything runs easier. That's what happens inside your kidneys when blood moves freely. Pressure falls, nutrients reach the tissue, and the filters recover their rhythm. This simple fruit even helps regulate blood pressure naturally by relaxing vessel walls, easing one of the main forces that damages kidneys over time. The best part, pineapple is deliciously easy to use. Eat it raw, blend it into smoothies, or juice it fresh, but skip the canned kind. The heat and syrup destroy bromelain and flood your body with sugar, forcing the kidneys to work harder. Fresh pineapple, on the other hand, gives you living enzymes and hydration in one bite. For an extra detox punch, pair it with cucumber or celery. Together, they form a cooling, mineral-rich drink that helps your body release sodium and water without strain. When patients like Margaret added pineapple to their daily routine, they began noticing quiet but powerful shifts, less puffiness, clearer urine, more stable energy, and a feeling of lightness spreading through the body. That's not coincidence. That's inflammation finally losing its grip. As the swelling fades, your kidneys stop fighting to survive and start remembering how to heal. But soothing the fire of inflammation is still only part of the story. Deep inside those microscopic filters, years of oxidative stress may have already scarred the cells, and healing that damage requires something even more extraordinary. But just knowing this second step isn't enough, because the next fruit holds a secret that could actually help your kidneys rebuild from the inside out. Cooling the flames of inflammation is a major victory, but the battle for kidney health isn't over yet. Beneath that calm surface, a deeper kind of damage often lingers, one you can't feel, but that silently chips away at your kidney filters cell by cell. This hidden danger is oxidative stress, and it's far more destructive than most people realize. It's like rust forming inside your body, invisible at first, until one day the damage is too deep to ignore. I once treated a 58-year-old man named Robert who came to me exhausted, foggy, and frustrated that his labs kept showing borderline kidney function. He didn't smoke, didn't drink much, and even ate fairly clean. So what was going wrong? When we tested his oxidative stress levels, they were sky high. His kidneys weren't clogged or inflamed anymore. They were tired. The tiny cells that filter his blood were suffocating under years of microscopic damage. That's when we introduced Blueberries into his daily plan, and within 2 months, his lab numbers began to shift in the right direction. What makes Blueberries so special isn't just their color, It's what creates that deep royal blue. Inside are compounds called anthocyanins, nature's most potent antioxidants. These little molecules act like molecular shields, neutralizing free radicals before they can scar kidney tissue. Think of them as firefighters putting out invisible sparks before they become wildfires. The Harvard School of Public Health found that people who ate blueberries at least 3 times per week had a 34% lower risk of developing high blood pressure, one of the main triggers of kidney decline. That's not luck. That's the result of protecting your filters from constant oxidative attack. Blueberries also work in another powerful way. They help control blood sugar spikes that quietly wear down your kidneys over time. Each time your blood sugar jumps, your kidneys have to overfilter the excess glucose, like a washing machine forced to run on turbo every single day. In a University of Kentucky study, participants who consumed blueberry extract improved insulin sensitivity by 23%, meaning sugar moved out of their blood and into their cells more efficiently. This reduced the stress load on their kidneys dramatically. But the magic doesn't stop there. Blueberries increase nitric oxide, a natural gas your body produces to relax blood vessels. That means smoother circulation, more oxygen to kidney tissue, and less pressure on those delicate nephron walls. Better circulation equals faster repair. And it's not just your kidneys that benefit, your brain feels it too. The same antioxidants that protect your kidneys cross into the brain, improving memory, focus, and emotional balance. In fact, a study from Tufts University found that older adults who ate blueberries daily improved their memory and processing speed by 15% within 12 weeks. For something so simple, blueberries are astonishingly effective. You don't need a fancy supplement or powder, just half a cup a day of fresh or frozen berries. Toss them into oatmeal yogurt or a smoothie with spinach and oats. The key is consistency, not complexity. Real fruit, not blueberry-flavored snacks or juices loaded with sugar. Those are just artificial color and marketing. They feed cravings, not kidneys. When you start feeding your body real antioxidants, something amazing happens. Your urine clears up, your swelling fades, and that constant tiredness begins to lift. Your brain feels sharper, your mood steadier, and your mornings lighter. That's not coincidence. That's the body finally getting the oxygen circulation and cellular support it's been begging for. And here's the deeper beauty. Blueberries don't just protect the kidneys, they help rebuild them. They encourage the production of protective enzymes and support the regeneration of healthy nephron tissue, something few foods can truly do. So while lemon clears and pineapple soothes, blueberries restore. Together they form a perfect trilogy of healing, cleanse, calm, and rebuild, the ultimate foundation for long-term kidney strength. But just knowing this third step isn't enough, because there's one more truth we haven't touched yet. A factor even the healthiest eaters often overlook, one that can quietly undo all your hard work if you miss it. If you've made it this far, that already tells me something important. You care about your body, and you're ready to give your kidneys the attention they truly deserve. Remember, real healing doesn't happen overnight. It begins with small, consistent choices: a glass of lemon water in the morning, a few slices of pineapple through the day, a handful of blueberries at night. These aren't just fruits, they're your body's quiet allies, working behind the scenes to keep your blood clean, your energy steady, and your life vibrant. So here's what I want you to do next. Save this video right now, so you can come back to it whenever you need a reminder of how powerful natural healing can be. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because every week I share new science-based ways to protect your kidneys, balance your blood pressure, and stay strong well into your senior years. This channel exists for you, for anyone who refuses to let age or illness decide their story. And finally, never forget this: your kidneys are resilient. They've been filtering, fighting, and protecting you since the day you were born. They just need your help to keep doing it. Give them the care they've earned, and they will reward you with clarity, calm, and strength that radiates through your whole body. I'm Dr. Mark Ellis. Stay curious, stay hopeful, and I'll see you in the next video.